All right, so we've talked about the 6 areas of work life: workload, control, reward, community, fairness, and values. Let's use an analogy of a vehicle to think about how these areas affect burnout. Now, we know that cars don't go unless you put fuel in them, right? And every car has a different size gas tank, just like everybody has different emotional and energy reserves. I remember the time my old boss, Dr. Carl Watts at Genesis World Mission, I was kind of chiding him a little bit. He's doing too much and he's spreading himself too thin. He needs to slow down and take time. He said, "Don't you tell me how much energy I have. I'm the sole determiner of how much I can do." Okay, okay. The fact is, though, as we grow older, it seems like our ability to do as much mentally, emotionally, and physically, it starts shrinking. I'm certainly seeing that in my late 40s. All of us need to be mindful that what could be managed in medical school and residency and earlier in our careers, it seems to go down as we grow older. It may not be as much as we had before. It's just like when you buy a car, your miles per gallon, your fuel efficiency, it's right at factory levels. But as the years go on, you don't change the oil as much, you forget to flush your transmission, things like this, the car becomes less efficient. Now, we all know that work is going to deplete us. We need to sleep, we need to rest, we need to restore ourselves so that we can do our work. And just like driving around, we know we're going to use gas. That's not rocket science. But if your vehicle is a semi truck, for example, if you have this huge capacity for how much work you can get done in a day, it still means you need to fuel up more, just like a semi truck needs to fuel up more than a small car that has a little teeny gas tank. Or if you have worn tires, you never change your oil filter, these are going to affect your gas mileage. And so you begin to get the idea that even if you have the best tires or change the oil all the time and you drive in the sweet zone of performance all the time, but you have a hole in your gas tank, you're not going to get great gas mileage based on how much energy you have put into the tank. So these things are going to affect you. Even if you're great in some of these areas, if you've got this other big gaping area, that's going to drag you down. So let me ask you this question. Of these 6 areas, what causes the biggest hole in your energy tank? What contributes most to your emotional exhaustion and depersonalization of the people you care for? Now, if you can patch that hole, that's automatically going to restore some of your capacity for work. And the other question to ask is, which of these 6 areas contributes most to your sense of a personal accomplishment when it's working right? Now, if those two things are the same and you can patch it all in one place, fantastic. You've just made a milestone discovery in what you need to do to put some little bit of energy in towards changing that in your work environment, or at least mitigating it. Now, if they're different, figure out which one is easiest to go at first. And what you may discover is that by addressing just one of these areas, one of these 6 areas, you'll find that the other areas, that by patching that hole, the tank begins to fill up a little bit more, and these other areas aren't as big of a deal as you thought they were. So next time, let's think about and talk about how to introduce these conversations into your workplace.